Alright, let's talk PC and console, just a quick little rantish kind of a thing. I just got done going through a bunch of stress and frustration getting my computer back to normal after like a little bit of, I don't know, just a screw up. And this was after updating to Windows 10. I was hoping Windows 10 upgrade might help me with some of the stuff that was happening. I was like, it was just a pointless hopefulness that I had. Or I was thinking, maybe Windows 10 will fix this and make my computer stop being a piece of crap, but nah, that didn't work out like that, so that sucks. But I'm this is something I always want to tell people, especially young people, you know, pretty much young people, because you know, it just makes sense too. A lot of, you know, when you're with console, before you have any money to go spend and burn on like a gaming PC. Gaming PCs can be really expensive. Now, people will tell you they're cheap. They're full of shit. All right, anybody that tells you $1,000 computer is cheap is a fucking idiot. Or they're rich. I don't know. So if you have money to burn, if you have money to throw in the trash, getting a gaming PC and upgrading it and keeping it up to date, fresh, and building it up and stuff, you'll have no problem. But if you have to save your money, and you're saving up a chunk of money and you're like, I'm gonna buy this PC and I want it to last as long as possible, don't bother. Stick with console, man. Seriously, stick with console. PC is just frustration and stress. That's all it is. I mean, and it's funny because like it's not a constant thing. Like, PC is convenient. It works when it works. You know, it's cool and great. And there's a lot of good things about it. There's a lot of great things about it. PC can be cool, but overall, in my experience, 20+ years, I have always hated PC. It has always driven me crazy. It's driven me freaking bonkers all the time. I wouldn't complain. I complain about PC all the time when I'm doing live streams and stuff. And I wouldn't do it if it wasn't for so many years of frustration. But like I said, if you have the money, to spend and to burn up on PC and stuff, and make sure that you're ahead of the requirements, because if you're not ahead of requirements for video games, you're going to be lowering graphical settings, you're going to be having some issues. Some people will say I'm wrong. But I'm talking through experience. I'm not talking through like technical knowledge. I'm talking about the shit that I've put up with to play video games and all that stuff, you know. So it's not like I'm not a techie. I can just tell you, as a person who has been gaming for many years on both console and PC, I'm so glad to be moving back to console. You know, I got the PS4, got the Xbox One, the Wii U, which I played less now. Damn it, I love my Wii U though. But you know, just moving back to console has been so much easier. It's so nice. The only thing that sucks about it is the sales prices on games. This is just a bunch of bullshit. PC has the best sales, as well as for people, especially when you're young, you're most likely gonna pirate your games. You shouldn't, because you're gonna end up probably most likely gonna end up with a virus, malware, Trojans, and they're really bad. They're really bad for your computer. Now, it's possible you won't end up with that, but if you download a lot of stuff and you just keep downloading stuff, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. Like, no matter what, you're going to end up with something bad. Something's going to end up on your computer and be like, oh shit, what happened? Anyways, that's as far as pirating is concerned. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. I just wanted to tell you, look, if you're a console gamer and you're thinking about moving to PC, know that it's not going to be as easy as it seems. It's not going to be as easy as people make it out to seem. All these PC elitists will be like, oh, it's so easy. And the elitists are different than the enthusiasts, all right? Because PC enthusiasts are awesome. They're the people that they grew up building them. You know, they put the parts together. They're really into it. They love it because they work on it and they build it and they get into it, you know. And then there's the elitists who just treat everybody like shit that doesn't have some amazing PC, and they'll make you think that you're missing out on so much. You know, you miss out on a little bit. It's not worth the stress and frustration for that little bit of extra graphics. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. And especially, it's like I said, man, if you don't get ahead graphically, if your system requirements aren't above what a PC is telling you should be at, you're most likely going to have issues or be lowering the settings. That's really stupid. I just saw today, Mirror's Edge, apparently, they're doing the recommended system requirements, 16 gigabytes of memory. 16 gigabytes. And then one of the articles I read said, like, apparently that's going to become the normal thing. And I remember when people were saying, like, 8 gigabytes was, like, you know, enough for any game for years. It'll last for 10 years. And that was, like, 2 years ago. So, nah, you know, you got to be above. If you want to run the games at the highest settings and stuff. Even now I'm lagging a little bit on my computer and I'm just recording a freaking video. And I have a beastly machine, but it's been... don't waste your money. If you have to save up for a chunk of money, one thing I can say is if there's one game on PC that you really want that you can't play on console, if it's an MMO like, for example, World of Warcraft, if it's a game on PC that you can't play on a console, then you know you can look up a computer. You can probably spend a few $100 getting a computer just for that game, and you'll be able to play that game perfectly fine. But if you want to get a gaming PC in general for all kinds of different games that you plan on playing, it's much more difficult. There's different developers have different optimizations. Ubisoft is Warner Brothers also kind of bad on PC. They're not as bad as Ubisoft, but they're pretty bad. You know, and it's just there's just all kinds of issues, man. Look, I just want to tell you, man, I'm not trying to trash PC. I do trash PC. I hate PC, but you're not missing out on much, okay? If you play on console, stick to it, man. Love your console. Enjoy it. Don't worry about the PC elitist jerk-offs that will tell you how much you suck because you're on a console, not on a master broken fucking race is what I call it all the time. Everybody knows me, that talks to me, and I'm talking about PC, but if you haven't heard me say it, that's what I call it. Master broken race, not master race. Oh, PC, I hate you so much. But I kind of want to make more vlogs on my channel just for the hell of it. Rants or other things, you know, and I know I haven't done any videos in a while. I have a bunch of stuff I want to do, but this pushed me over the edge. I finally had to like just rant real quick about PC, because I mean I rant about it like here and there and like whatever, but I needed to make a video. I was like, I'm dedicating a video to saying fuck you PC. So I know a bunch of my friends will hate me for that because they're big PC enthusiasts and stuff, but that, you know, whatever, man. I can't So especially if you're younger and stuff and you don't have the money, you know, don't try to do what I did and finally get enough money to get a gaming PC. My sister was actually paid she paid it all of it, and then I paid her back half of it, like over a while. It was basically a birthday present when she got me a gaming computer. It was the first gaming computer I ever got. I was like, I think it was 37 when I got it, or 36, I forget. So I was old, man. I was old before I ever first got my first gaming PC. I always wanted one, we just couldn't afford it, you know. And I've had it for a couple years, and I don't think it was worth it. I'm glad that I got it, you know, but it's never actually been worth it. Like, I don't know. So I wanted to be one of the minority that will tell you PC is not master race. It's good, but it's anyways. So yeah, rant over, I guess. I might have had more things to say, but I'm just sitting here and ramble about the same exact thing over and over. I hate you, PC. You guys have an awesome day, awesome night, awesome whatever. Thanks for hanging out and watching for a little bit, a couple minutes or whatever, however long this video was, and I'll see you guys around. Bye.